They're now ready. Off and racing. Western Miss jumped well from the inside. Heaven Specified, Moonwalk and Partey came out quickly, but Pike is now starting to push Western Miss through. He's going to attempt to lead them at the end of 200, and he'll bullock his way up along the inside. Going to the front, she fires up early. Over on the inside, Western Miss gets the company of Partey. Heaven Specified splits them for the time being. Back on the inside, Tidwell's got into a lovely spot. In behind them came Moonwalk, who drifted back off the pace a little. Southern Firetail over on the inside of Universal Impact, then Medusa, followed by Reuben Sealing. Desidora next of all, and last as they work out onto the side, Elegant Ruler by the 700 mark, and the favourite now gets almost a length in front. Western Miss still just reaching for the ground at the moment. Pike trying to keep it nice and composed in running. They approach the turn. Western Miss over Partey, who's within a half to three quarters. Tidwell down on the inside with nowhere to go for the moment. Over on the outside, Heaven Specified comes into it. Southern Firetail is trailing it. Desidora back behind them, searching for the way clear. Western Miss in front. Tidwell trying to squeeze up on her inside. Heaven Specified, Southern Firetail coming there across the track. Desidora's behind them. Tidwell against the rail. Southern Firetail, Heaven Specified. Tidwell on the inside reaches the lead. It's Tidwell scraping Dulux. Tidwell wins it. Tidwell from Southern Firetail. Western Miss. Desidora fourth. In behind them, close up, Heaven Specified, Moonwalk. They were followed home then by Partey, then Medusa, Elegant Ruler, and well back in the field, Reuben Sealing pulling up. Near the tail is Universal Impact. Tidwell gets the money. It does too, Will. Rails hugging ride by Shawn McGrady for Steve Wolf. And 11, Tidwell gets the job done. 13.72.50 you can expect. Ran $12, beating Southern Firetail, Western Miss, Desidora just behind those. But Tidwell, by playing God from Snits and Giggles, posting its third win and caps a very, very good week for trainer Steve Wolf. Tidwell for Peter Kerr, Reg Webb, Jose Monterrubio, Leith Patland, W. Kerr, also Jason Musker, L. Cunningham, L.B. Walker, B. Growden, T. Taylor and Matty Fay, I. Cunningham, M. Purvey, Brad Willison and Steve Wolf. And Tidwell did not have to go around a horse, snuck up on the inside of Western Miss. There were four across the track. The race was there to be won, and Tidwell found and got the better of them in the late stages to go home and win. And a good tip this morning on inside running from Terry Layton as well. Tidwell was his each-way play for the day. Second home, number 8 in Southern Firetail. Clint Johnston Porter by Machino from Siskin, and 5 Western Miss third by Gayeth out of Western Pride. Michael Grantham, William Pike. Desidora was just behind those, along with Heaven Specified. Heaven Specified ran fourth. Desidora ran fifth in 1:23.90. Half a length the short, half head were margins, 35.35 the last 600. No great surprise to some that Tidwell gets the job done here in the fourth on the card. Turning out to be a really profitable week for the Wolfman. The Glenroy Chaff Handicap Race 5 next today, 1400 250. After that, there'll be a parade of the new stallion in Straight Charge, a son of Written By. And we'll be having a look at Straight Charge in the parade ring right after the 5th event on the program. Big field running, good lineup as well in the next at 10 minutes to 3 as we take you back to Lockie, who joins us down in the yard after the victory of Tidwell. And if Steve Wolf's got anything to complain about this week, I'll be stunned.
Well, you're not wrong, Darren. I'm doing my best to get something out of Wolfie. Maybe something for yourself and I to go out for dinner a little bit later, Darren, but I'll keep working on Wolfie throughout the afternoon. Wolfie, it's been some week on the punt.
Yeah, it's been good. I didn't have quite enough on that. But in reference to Macca's, a very, very good win. I would say it was a very, very good ride by my boy. Sensational, no? When he's on song, there's no better. He keeps talking about retiring, and he picked the bridle up a bit this last week or so. And it's helped me immensely and himself.
Talk us and tell us a little bit about this horse as he comes into the mounting yard behind us. His last starter, it looked better than it was on paper.
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky. He's not the soundest horse in the world. He's a bit light on, you know, for a playing god. He's not quite as good as he should be, but, you know, like people, as I always say, if they want to do it, you know, and he really had to stick to the job today, but it was a super ride. You know, the staff's done a great job that we've got here at the moment, Tamara and a couple of girls and young Oshie that rides work for us, you know, and that's the important thing. It's what happens behind the scenes. It's not what I do standing here talking to you. It's what's happened during the week. You know, and if we get Macca 2 days a week riding a bit of work, I said to him this morning, you're going to ride 4 or 5? He said 3.
It's a nice recipe for success, and it's good to see Shooter riding here at Belmont during the winter. Well done here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, great.
There's Steve Wolf, and here's Shawn McGrady.
Shawn McGrady joins us now. Shooter, this horse, all prep looked like he was going well, and today finally drew a lid.
That's right, yeah, look, I think it's pretty much a Wolf thing at the moment. Just of late, they've drawn a bit better, but for about 6 months, they all draw off the track, and what happens is they get to the mark very quickly, as you know, nowadays, and unless they're better than them, it's very hard to overcome the wide barriers.
From about the 800-metre marker onwards, I'm sure you were happy following the favourite. When did the confidence levels start to grow that you might actually be able to run it down?
Actually, I hate putting the mock on myself, but before we straightened, I could see Willie Pike's horse was hanging, the favourite, and I thought, well, usually Pikey will get it back onto the fence by the time we straighten, but got to the 400 and he hadn't, so I sort of put him up in there, and then when we straightened up, Pikey tried to close the gate, but I was well and truly up in there, and look, the last 100 was his best. He was a little bit hesitant, I think, when Pikey did have me a bit neat, but yeah, I was very proud of the horse, the way he shook him off late.
What is this ridiculousness about Shawn McGrady considering retirement? Surely that's a falsie from Wolfie.
Oh, look, it's true. I am always talking about it, but I just haven't found anything else that I can do yet. So while Wolfie's still providing me with the odd winner, we'll keep going.
What would you do if you were to give it away? Any thoughts?
Oh, I'd have to be a sales rep of some sort. I think I've got the gift of the gab, but you never know till you give it a go, do you?
It's years away. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Take Scott's job. I'd much prefer Shooter's company. I'll give you the tip. But great to see Steve Wolf and Shawn McGrady combine once again. Tidwell takes out race 4 at Belmont Park at terrific odds.